Welcome to the chaotic docket. Docket. This look, it's lasted. Basically, a bunch of random thoughts that I want to share. I was dating someone of notoriety. You probably wouldn't even know it anyway, because I probably wouldn't be going to all the events and all those things. I love myself and my space and my peace. Okay, so it'll be very discreet if it even happens, anyways, because they be needing too much. Okay. Be independent. Okay, I need him to be an IMB. All of that. Imagine patriarchy, isn't it? So you should be thriving in it, shouldn't you, sir? Strategy. U.S. global strategy is that you all are not in the best position right now. Israel is showing that that is already adding to your downfall. Likely you and the in Europe are the ones, backing Israel. Obvious. So if you at least want to transfer the blame onto someone, y'all should do that against Israel. Okay, to at least save face. And then once you do that, the best course of action becomes supporting minority women, black women, melanated people, okay? And melanated is a word to us melanated people, okay? There are certain codes that unmelanated people would never understand, and there's certain lingo that they would just never understand as well, unless they understand melanated people as human beings. And a lot of Zionists don't see melanated people as human beings. And then we have to talk about patriarchy because a majority of XY chromosomes don't see XX chromosomes as people with ideas and things that they want to accomplish and goals and ambitions and things of that nature. So you have to always remember to unpack patriarchy right along with supremacy, okay? And supremacy, if you say, oh, racist, is only one way, really, one group of people that have committed the most atrocious acts in history, and it's not melanated people, okay? Normally advise or consult terrorists or, people such as the United States and the UK, okay? But in this case, because it's for global progression, yeah, I would definitely say put the blame on Israel, you know what I'm saying? Stop funding them, right? Focus on your people, develop your nation with the money that you're actually supposed to be developing it with instead of raping your own people, including your own Zionist people. You're raping them because you're robbing them. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, okay? And you don't even owe Paul. You just want to put money in Paul's pocket, you know what I'm saying? Now you should really was robbing you the whole time. And knowing that you're the one looking bad in all of this. Israel's going to be Israel regardless, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not a real state. It's not a real nation, okay? It was stolen by the original people of the land and Palestinian people. Who is this guard, okay? Because you don't get promised anybody's land, and by who? And even if you did, what a messed up contract, because it's not a valid contract, because it does not belong to you in the first place. Okay, US, UK, leave melanated people alone and stop trying to use Israel as the scapegoat, as the middleman. But since you're going down that path, and if you want to save face, do that. Use them as a scapegoat and use that as a launching pad to improve yourself and your nation genuinely, because that's the only way that's going to really somewhat save and progress the nation. Georgia shooter. You're not going to like what I have to say about this. If our nation can be aiding a global genocide, then yeah, you should better believe that there are planned attacks, okay, that are psychological attacks on certain people that look like these clear people, and they use their own people to cause chaos and havoc on those communities to put fear into them so that basically they're psychologically controlling everybody to do what they want them to do. By putting fear, you force people that maybe aren't as, aren't as aren't as conscious of certain things, and certain systems and certain patterns, they'll just, vote out of fear and vote out of, that same fear that was conjured up in them. That energy is used against those same people that are in fear and that have basically and to tormented to vote one way or another. You know what I'm saying? When at the end of the day, that's not even what should be the main focus. The main focus is, why do we have a government that puts these psychological abuses on its own people? And we need to really realize that, so that the people can realize that we're not against each other. It should be us holding the government accountable legitimately, and not just because they say so, because that's like your violent or, abusive colleague or supervisor or boss, telling you that, oh, okay, don't worry, I'm going to investigate my own crimes against you. That doesn't make sense in a clear conflict of interest. But I got. So next, I feel sorry for people that try to manipulate others, especially when those people that they're trying to manipulate happens to be an intelligent person and see them coming from a mile away. Right. You as an intelligent person seeing the stupid, obvious games of maybe someone that thinks that they're trying to manipulate people, and imagine you dealing with such bigger fish to fry that those people that think that they're deceiving people and manipulating people and have run across you, they fail to realize that you're probably already spotted their game, realized it, tucked it in the back of your mind, and figured they're not a big threat. And that's light work, because I'm handling such bigger fish right now that when I'm ready to fry that light work, that little that little goldfish, it's gonna be a wrap. Okay, once I put my whole focus onto something, you know what I'm saying? So I'm handling my big fish right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's how some people think when they see, and you know what I'm saying, Mr. BB, when they see and, you know what I'm saying, catch on, you know what I'm saying, real quick to what these manipulators, you know what I'm saying, try to do to people, right? So you have to be very aware. Everything is very nuanced. Some people are going through this life as, like, yeah, definitely simulators. Some people are going through this life as true simulators, not living, but acting, as we all are, right? But there are people that are consciously acting and just subconsciously acting, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So those of us that are consciously acting, we see right through those that are subconsciously acting. You see what I'm saying? So, like, believes in the Western dream of white picket fence and all of that, great. But to all of that, just to realize that it's all a system, you know what I'm saying? And it's not set up for them to win on any angle, and that any of the wins that they've had is like, wow, genius. I believe any melanated person that survives in the Western society is a genius, quite frankly, and is not subconsciously acting, but actually consciously acting and living out their lives. So I think that's the difference. And a lot of artists, okay, and creators can tell the difference like that. Okay. So is good information. So when I came across Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, I was like, oh my God. Period. Okay, and then once I, heard of Shira and came across her maybe about three and a half years ago, it was a wrap. Because when certain things make sense, especially to us intellectual or intelligent or as conscious people, it just makes sense. It goes along with the overall bigger picture. And I think that's what a lot of people, the masses, are missing, is the bigger picture. Because the Western society gets you stuck in these little pockets on purpose. And then that allows, inter-discord, between people, you know what I'm saying, that resemble or have within the same class or what have you. You can be everything and still be talked about, still be cheated on. Myself from the Virgo perfection shackles. I was relieve myself from the lighting perfection shackles that I'm chasing. Compartmentalize the wrong thing. Have fallen for society's bamboozling. Men are messing up for the rest of men. Okay. Women, unpacking patriarchy and racism.